ITV Good Morning Britain, Piers Morgan grills Donald Trump on post-Brexit trade deal. Good Morning Britain host Piers Morgan met with Donald Trump during his visit to the UK this week, and the president spoke out on the possibility of a trade deal between their two countries following Brexit. The 53-year-old Good Morning Britain presenter joined Donald Trump aboard Air Force One this week to talk about his visit to the UK and the future of the relationship between the UK and the US after Brexit. The president said he was certain there was a good deal to be done between the two nations. "I think we're going to have a great trade deal," he told Piers Morgan. "I've really no doubt about it. We're going to get it. Now, if they do whatever they do, they had to. I said make sure you gave a carve out, I call it a carve out from this," he continued. "You have to have a carve out, where no matter what happens, they have the right to make a deal with the United States." "And has Theresa May looked you in their eye and said, 'We will get there'?" Morgan quizzed him. "Well, she feels she's going to be able to make a deal, and yeah," the president replied. "And again, I have to tell you, I really like her." Trump also praised Queen Elizabeth II, calling her a beautiful woman. Insisting he couldn't talk about whether the Queen had given any indication on her thoughts on Brexit when they met earlier this week, he said, "Well, I can't talk, I've heard very strongly from a lot of people, you just don't talk about that conversation with the Queen, right? You don't want to do that. Let me tell you what I can talk about," Trump went on, as Morgan laughed. "She is an incredible woman," he said. "She is so sharp, she is so beautiful. When I say beautiful," he added, "I mean inside and out, that is a beautiful woman." Also during their 30-minute conversation, Morgan quizzed the president about whether he will run again in 2020. "I fully intend to," Trump told him. "You never know, what happens with health and other things, and we know. Let's face it," he continued, before Morgan interrupted, "Are you fit? You look fit." "I feel good," the president replied, saying it seems like everybody wants him to run again. Morgan's interview with Trump will air tomorrow on Good Morning Britain after he announced the scoop on Friday. Tweeting his 6.38 million followers, the broadcaster said, "Breaking news. I just finished a 30-minute interview with President Donald Trump aboard Air Force One. It's his only UK TV interview and will air on ITV exclusively on ITV," he added. Morgan accompanied the post with a picture of him posing outside the famous aircraft.